and welcome to, I guess it would be episode 2 of my Fairies representing your birth month series. And we're gonna do February, obviously, because, I mean, it's February and that's what I've got written right here. So, February is very purple. I'm really excited about that aspect of it because purple is fun. And I originally, when I made these lists, whenever I made them, like, was it a year ago? I also made, like, these little mock-ups of what I wanted to draw, and let me tell you, I cannot read what I scribbled down. I did it really, like I was just scribbling so that I kind of, like, had an idea of what I wanted to do for everyone, but, you know, I don't know what this is, so that's gonna be half of our battle, is figuring out what it is that I was intending for this. So, oh, this is January's, by the way, but we're doing February, so goodbye, January's. Let's figure this out, I guess, because I'm thinking that I meant for her to be sitting in the flower. Like, hold on, let me look at a picture of an iris. So they've got, like, these petals that come up, and then the petals that come down. And I think that she's, like, sitting in it, and, like, these are her knees, right? And then I'm not sure where her arms are. I think that was what I was going for, is sitting in the flower with your knees, like, up. But what are her arms doing? Because my other plan was to all have them, like, levitating the birthstone. And for February, it's amethyst, I believe. Yes. At least that's what I have written down. And did I say violets earlier? I meant iris. I think I'm going to go with the iris aspect of it, just because I think they have kind of that unique look to them that I kind of really want to draw. So, very purple. Anyway, we're bouncing all over the place. Let's figure out what we're doing with her arms. Because I think for her levitating the gem, maybe I have her, like, doing it with one hand. Or maybe I even put, like, a few in here. So both hands, and I put a few little ones instead of one big one. Maybe that's what I do. That'll be kind of fun. Let's do that. So let's get rid of my little silly sketch that I did before. And let's figure out how to clean this little silly sketch up. In my reference image, there's, like, 3 petals coming up in the middle, and then it has some little straggly petal bits, I guess, and then the bigger petals. Well, first off, these, like, come down. I'm just drawing over my sketch at this point into, like, this base. I should really find out, like, the proper terms of things, so I'm not, like, coming up with stuff. And then we've got the bigger petals coming out, and they're, like, fun, and they've got, like, little curly soft edges. I'm not following my reference, like, at all at this point. I'm just putting random shapes everywhere. We're gonna move this whole sketch up just a little because it's a little bit too low. Well, I should actually look at a picture of the butterfly, because the butterfly is, flipped so I cannot see it. Is it an Agathena emperor? So they're really vibrant in color, and their shape, the top wing fades right into that bottom wing. And I think for the sake of filling out this area a little bit better, I am going to make these petals come out a little bit more instead of drooping, just to kind of fill up the space. And the pieces of amethyst. I'm going to continue to refine this, and then we'll pick, like, a hairstyle and a dress. Let's see if I'm over my momentary hand battle that I was having. Just randomly couldn't draw hands for a little while there. Since I'm going to, like in this one, put the moon up at the top, I'm going to get rid of this middle amethyst just to kind of give room for that moon later on when we pop it in there. So I'm hoping it'll still be balanced because we're putting it in there with the 3 items. It just won't be another amethyst, I'm thinking. I'm also wondering, and I shouldn't have merged everything yet because I'm still playing around with all these shapes. But if I take this wing and basically have it come out the back like this instead of on the side. I think that was about the side, and then this would be the back, except for with this erased. Because I'm also worried about, as we go, this amethyst getting lost because it's going to be, purple. And then, with a streak in it, apparently. No, forget that streak. Pretend that streak isn't there. And then the wings are going to be like this darker blue, and I'm worried that it's going to get kind of lost in there. You know what I mean? So I wonder if I change the pose a little bit or I figure out something else with her wings. Those are my two things I'm juggling in my brain. Also, there is something nice about it being a little bit balanced like this, because I think this would be technically more, it looks a little bit more correct because the wing would be coming out that way instead of like going sideways like that. I don't know. So I wonder, let me just play around and see what it would look like if it was a little different, because maybe she just has one hand out. We put that other one away. We just have the one. That way it doesn't get lost, right? Because it's out here. And maybe we do put like little ones on it to kind of keep that original idea in there. Maybe that's what I do. I just don't want the amethyst to blend in with her wing, because I want them to both like be a part of things. Maybe even make this bigger. And I wonder if we try a different thing with her hand. Maybe we turn it so it's going more like this. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with this hairstyle. Here, let me just try a couple things, because I'm thinking maybe some bangs, or maybe even like a really curly hairstyle. Something is calling me to these bangs, so I think I want to do some like straight across. Ooh, straight across. I have a hidden layer. Okay, some straight across bangs like that, and then kind of go into the curly. And her dress, I think I'm gonna continue the theme with the white dress for this one, maybe. And I think I want to do like a one shoulder dress with maybe a slit in the side and some like sandals. I don't know, that's kind of what I'm feeling. And then do we put like a braid headband in her hair? I'm trying to decide on that one. Maybe we do that. So this is what we've got. I'm going to clean this all up and do the line art, and then I will meet back with you momentarily. It'll be quick for you. Alright, so here we are so far. All of the line art is done, and now we're just kind of gonna start picking some colors. I kind of pulled out a few colors that I kind of want to use. I want to keep things fairly purple for this one. So let's see. So if we just kind of like throw some colors on here just to kind of get a vibe of how they're gonna interact with each other. I know I wanted her wings to be fairly bluish, on the bluer side of the purple spectrum. And then the flower I wanted to be kind of like in the middle of the purples. That's really vibrant. I might have to turn that down just a little. And then the amethyst, I wanted it to be like the most purpley purple. The most like the warmest purple, if that even makes any sense. And then it's really messy because I'm just kind of playing around to see how I want the colors to be. That is some strong blue. And do I want it to like fade to almost more of a purple? And then the iris, it's gonna be, I think, lighter. There's definitely gonna be a gradient in there. So honestly, let me fill this. A lot of them that I see are a bit lighter, and then they have like streaks of the darker bit in it. A little bit more like that. Yeah, more like that, I'm thinking. And then the background is gonna be dark like I did with the other one. So maybe I should actually adjust that. Well, no, I'm not gonna adjust that yet because then I can't see the line art. Let me pick the other colors first, and then we can go through and adjust them later. I don't know, that's probably not the most efficient process, but it's the one I'm gonna go with. She does have the white dress, slightly off-white. Honestly, I wonder if I should actually make it slightly off-white, a little bit more yellowy to stand out from all the purple. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. And then her hair. With all of the dark in there, it's making me want to make her have lighter hair. And I might actually lighten up her wings just a little bit, just so we can see them on the dark background. We can make her blonde, like bleach super blonde, or go with like a darker color, or do white just like the other one. But I want them all to have white hair, especially because I've done a lot of white hair in my stuff recently. I want to put some variety in here, just with that dark background. But we can be creative. We can figure something else out. Oh, like maybe even lavender? That'd be kind of fun. Do like a very soft lavender? Okay, I'm actually kind of really into that, so let's try maybe that. What did I do for her eye color last time? Did I make her have... Yeah, I give her red eyes and red lipstick. So I wonder if I kind of continue that theme. And so I would give her... Well, first off, I think I'm going to whiten her dress a little bit more, just since her hair is going to be purple, just to kind of also give a little bit more contrast between her skin and her dress. And I'm thinking we actually give her purple eyes. We just have to decide what kind of purple, because there's so many different kinds of purple. And then for some reason, like right when I started drawing this, I kind of imagined her with like darker lipstick. So I'm just going to pop that in there. All right, and then let's actually pick how dark the background layer is going to be. I think it's going to be pretty dark. I think about there. So I'm gonna clean up the colors. I'm gonna like make them just a lot cleaner than this, and then I will get back to you. Alright, so here we are after the flat colors. I added her little tiara thing, because I realized that the other one had a little tiara and I forgot that I was going to add the little tiara on all of them. So I added the little tiara and her little spots, because she is a butterfly fairy, and like I said in my last one, all of my butterfly fairies have cute little spots. It's just how I differentiate butterfly fairies from regular fairies, from moth fairies. Like they all have different features. Butterfly fairies have spots. So she's got her little spots. And yeah, so I'm actually going to put this down for now. I'm going to go eat and charge my Apple Pencil because it's really almost dead. But yeah, and then I'll be back and we'll work on doing a little bit of like shading and adding the magic. So, ow, I hit my hand. Anyway, so I will see you then. I'm going to go eat because I'm hungry. Hello, I'm back. So we were going to do a little bit of rendering. So yeah, let's get started doing that. I have my January fairy up for reference because I want to make sure that with all of these, I render them fairly similarly, just because I want them to kind of look like a set, right? I want them to all look like they belong in the same group. And anytime I've ever tried to make a set of art before, ever, the first one always ends up looking way different than the last one. Which I mean, I guess is kind of a good thing in the sense that like I'm growing, which is great, but I want them to look like they belong together, right? But I think I'm gonna go in with shadows first, and then we will see about the rendering. So I'm just gonna go in probably with the skin first and render it just with a multiply and the shell brush. Just come in here and put some shadows down. Just anywhere that I think makes sense. Anywhere where I can visualize a shadow. And then I am gonna go in every place that I feel like makes sense. And I'm just gonna lightly erase some of the shadow. Ooh, maybe not that much. But just to kind of give the shadow a little bit of a gradient without actually getting rid of like the hard lines of where I put it. I don't know, I just think it looks nice that way. And then I'm actually going to go underneath my shadow layer, and I'm going to put a little bit of blush because I forgot the blush. I can't believe I forgot the blush, but I did. I did forget the blush. And I'm just going in with a soft brush for the blush. Brush for the blush. That's kind of fun to say. And I do not think I like the blush color I chose. I wanted to make it kind of purple, but I think it made it just a little too purple. And then I kind of want to add just a little bit of light blue in some of these darkest shadow areas. I just think it's interesting to have a little bit of that in there. I don't know. Just following these curves with a few lines and then going in with the eraser thing again and just lightening it up in some of the brighter areas. And then I can go back over those areas just with the same and add a few strands, and I just think it looks nice. Alright, and then I think I'm gonna go in with kind of a brighter, more saturated purple and just kind of pick out some highlight areas and just softly go over them just to kind of bring the purple across, or to get the purple idea kind of across. In her hair, I might actually warm it up just a little and then go over it again, but with a harsher, excuse me, makeup, with a harsher line, not have it be so soft. And I might make it a different color. I'm still deciding. Yep, I think I'm gonna like it there. A little tiny bit more discreet, but still shiny. And I'm gonna add the little highlight in the eye, which is always a highlight of drawing. That was really bad, I'm sorry. And I think I want to put a little bit more shadow in the hair, actually. There we go, kind of like that. We should start on her dress, I think. Let us add a little bit of shadow here. And I always think it's fun on the ends to add just like a little bit of transparency, so it kind of looks just a little bit like it's kind of see-through. I just think it looks fun. So yeah, this is before and this is after. And I just think it makes it fun, look just fun and fairy-like, because I don't know, I just feel like to have fabric that small, it wouldn't be very like, I don't know. It just makes sense in my brain and I just think it looks fun, so I do it that way. I need to drink my drink faster, it's getting cold. I do this every time. So I think I want to focus on the flower now. And what I did last time, it looks like I went in with the shadows and then I used some of the noise brush for the lighter areas. But for this one, I'm going to do that, but I also am going to add those kind of stripes to it. So, well, first I think I'm going to merge this dress and then we'll do that. Well, also, let me pull up a picture of an iris for a reference, because they have those really cool looking like lines going through them and I want to put that in here. So, but shadows first, I'm getting ahead of myself. And I think I'm going to make the outer edges more blue and the inner edges more purple. This might be kind of a fun idea. I don't know, I'm wondering if maybe I make these petals kind of see-through and erase like the layer. I don't know, is that kind of fun? Make it kind of seem like she's glowing. I like it. I think I'm gonna keep it. Okay, and then I think it would be kind of fun to add that little bit of noise in there. Where's my noise brush? There you are. So I'm going to select the area that I want to add noise to and pick my color and put it down. I'm going to do a little right here too. I think I'm going to put a little bit of noise in this inner part too, just to add a little bit of interest, some texture. And the part I'm kind of most excited about this is these fun lines, and I'm going to just do it with the shale brush because I love that brush, and I'm not going to do it that dark. I'm gonna lighten that up a little. And then on a lot of these there's like a white edge, which is kind of cool. And I think actually, I changed my mind, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of noise for that white edge. Okay, I love that. I think it looks great. I think I'm gonna leave it there, and we're gonna do the stem just down here and the wings. I'm using this reference image because I need it. So I'm gonna take this darker purple, which I'm using as like the representative of the black, and maybe darkening it a little, but I'm not gonna go quite as dark, I think, as it is in the picture. And I'm gonna use the lasso and the noise brush for this. Let's see. I'm gonna kind of darken. Oh, I'm not on the right layer. Darken up just at the base and here a little. And I'm thinking about going off the rails just a little bit and adding a little bit more purple. Maybe I'll do that in a minute. Well, actually, I think I'm gonna do that a little different. I'm gonna just go like this, and then I'm gonna go in with an eraser, the ship brush, come in and erase, and then go over it a little bit with an eraser with a noise brush just to soften it up a little. Not to be cheesy, but I'm kind of super excited for this one. I've loved the purple, and I'm having so much fun with these colors. And it's kind of cool to have to like, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just happy about this. So there's that bit of cheese. So I think I'm going to kind of brighten up the center a little bit more, maybe with an add layer. Let's see. I think like that. And then we gotta put those spots in there. Those spots make it every time. The spots are like, they just make butterfly wings look like butterfly wings. Add the spots. Never forget the spots. That's my silly little advice. Oh, actually, hold on. I'm gonna add one more thing. On these parts of the wings, it looks like there's like a little space I'm gonna add that spots down for real. So there are spots, and then these parts. And I'm gonna go in and kind of clean up the edges a little, especially on these ones. I like that. I think that looks neat. So I think that there's more orange in this butterfly than I have in mine, but I'm using it more as inspiration, so I figure it's okay. All right, I think that's basically everything except for, I mean, obviously the embellishments, like all the sparklies and the border and everything. But other than that, we have this amethyst, which if you saw my last one, the gemstone was the hardest part. Geometric shapes are not my friend. So we're gonna have fun making this work. This is gonna be the hardest part for me. So I think that will do for those, honestly. I'm happy with that. Ooh, I have low battery. Let's see how fast we can do the rest of this. So I've got her necklace, and I was just going to do like smooth and not like a cut gem for the necklace. Where's the necklace? Oh, right here. So it was going to end up kind of with a dark side and a light side and then a little highlight. Trying to think about what I'm missing on the actual thing itself, and I think that's everything. Oh, the magic. And once I can find the right brush, put some magic in here. Okay, so I lightened the background just so I could see this grid that I put on there. We're gonna put on the fancy sparkly border. I actually think I need to increase my brush size just a little. And I'm going to erase it. Well, should I erase it there? Yes, I should. By her wing right here. Then I can take off that. Well, maybe not quite yet. I want to add the little drippy, like glitter drippy. Oh no, my battery's gonna die. And I think that is everything for February's fairy. I've been thinking about trying to make these into like phone wallpapers. I don't know, I thought that might be kind of fun. We'll see where that goes. This is February's. I really like the purple hair. Like the soft purple hair is not something that I've done very often in the past, but I really like it. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say about it other than happy birthday if you were born in February. Yeah. So I will see you guys next week. I'm gonna try and make a video for Monday before Monday comes this time. So I'll see you probably on Monday. Bye.